Thanks be to God and MCGI for a wonderful teaching from the Indoctrination Day 11. From the course of that lesson, I learned that there are things God entrusts to us to fulfill, and that the table in the Bible symbolizes that people are fed from the church. That the church is where people are being fed. And I also learned that you cannot drink from the table of God, also from the cup of the devil. Also say that you cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and also that of the devil. We also learned that there are works that God leaves to us to do and fulfill, even if we are not commanded to. That there are things that even if we are not commanded to do, we are to do them. Also said that a vow is done voluntarily, that it is not dictated to you to make a vow. You do it voluntarily and you fulfill it voluntarily. We took a scripture from Numbers 13:5 that said that a man shouldn't break his word because a vow comes from you and it's not prohibited. It is not prohibited for you to get married. Even in the Bible, the early Christians were not prohibited from getting married. We talked about that the early Christians were not prohibited from getting married. I also say that if you have the fear of God, you won't go back on your word. We also looked at that you should pay that which you have vowed, and when you make a vow, you get a favor from God. And also said that even the apostles in the early church, they made a vow to God. And we also said that giving contributions is according to your conscience, that you decide in your own heart what you intend to give, and that the contribution in the early church is your own decisions, that we are the ones who decide how much we will give, and that voluntarily we will approach the offering box and the offering box will not be brought to us. He also said that during the old times the brethren gave according to the decisions of their heart, and there is no fixed price. You're the one who will decide what you will give. We said we should not boast of our contributions, and the contributions of the brethren are used to provide social services for the people, such as feeding the poor, and taking care of the orphans and also widows, even the aged people, and setting up medical centers for those who are sick naturally. That the contributions are also used to proclaim the gospel. They are used to propagate the gospel. Thank you and God bless you and thanks be to God.